The first race of the day has gone the way of the favourite, number 6, Oklahoma Girl. Beautiful, strong-bodied filly who won well, won a gutsy race. She went to the start, as we said, like an absolute tigress. She's come back even better. She did get sweated up behind the pens. I look forward to talking to Tristan about that, but she really is a beautiful filly, and she's won well. She's groomed by Robert in Glovu, and Robert gets, on behalf of Hollywoodbets and Race Coast, 1,000 Rand. Hearty congratulations to you, Robert. Your filly really did look the part. In fact, she stood out head and shoulders. Well done. Congratulations. Thank you. Just chatting to Ray Miller, who's going to speak to me in a moment and represent her son, who's an owner. Very, very special moment, because this horse, Oklahoma Girl, was owned in partnership 50% by Tony Jelensky, the late Tony Jelensky. And today we celebrate Tony Jelensky's 80th birthday. I say we celebrate, we remember him, we think of him, and just we celebrate the beautiful human that he was. But Ray will talk to us about that in a moment. Life's a funny thing, you know, and how the dots join, because as Ray said, it was Joni's horse. It's won. She's won on his birthday, 80th birthday, and he was just an integral part of this yard.
Yes, definitely, Mr. Lamfana. You know, Mr. Jelensky was part of our family, and the more we spent time with him, the more we grew to love him, and obviously he was a very integral part of the team. And I remember when he asked me about this filly quite a while back, he asked me, is she any good? And I said, yeah, she's a nice filly, and she had shown us a bit of decent work at home. So yeah, it's just nice that it's fallen on his birthday. I only found out when I got in the parade ring that it's his birthday, and yeah, look, she duly delivered, and yeah, we just got to be thankful.
She went down an absolute machine. What was she like behind the pens? Because she looked to get a little cooked up, or am I wrong?
No, you were spot on, 100%. Look, Mr. Lamfana, I had my concerns coming to today's race, because I know she's been off for quite a while, and she can tend to be a bit hot, so I had my concerns. I just was hoping that her ability would carry her through this race today. And like you say, she went down beautifully, nice and calm and relaxed, and as soon as we got behind the pens, then she started to rev up, and also give you a bit nervous, keeps you a bit anxious. But once those gates opened, she pinged, and I was able to get in a good spot. And look, I thought she was game to fight off that other horse, and yeah, I think she'll improve from here.
Last question, can you have another winner today? Or, please God, more?
Oh, that would be lovely. I think I've got a lot of chances. I think all my rides are quite competitive. If I had to single out, probably my next best, probably in race 4. And then a horse like Treat in Paris, he'll be a big runner as well. So let's hope horses are well. Once again, big thanks to Sterling. Well done to Mr. Miller, Mr. Yudi, Gloobs, Lily, everyone involved. And obviously nice to have the real boss here today.
We're going to talk to the real boss in a moment.
Shut. And to my sponsor, Sporting Post, thank you.
Spot on. Let's get the second boss in. Are you coming to talk to me, Michael? We need to talk to the trainer. The second boss, I'm told, because the real boss is coming to talk last.
Behind me, yes.
Well done. What a gorgeous filly this.
Yeah, lovely filly. She had to fight hard there. It looked like Muzi had her a bit tight there on the fence, but anyway, she got there. That's the best.
When it got a bit tight, she didn't back out, which is nice.
Dug her toes in. Well done to my son Sterling. Well done to Tristan, the whole gang. And sad about Tony. Tony was half out in this filly, and then he had to leave us for shame.
Last question for you is a busy day, your next best, and Treaty in Paris later on.
This was our best. The rest have got chances. They got place chances. But this was our best.
Thank you, Mike.
Thank you.
Lovely. Let's talk to Ray, and I look forward to talking to the real boss. And they give you a hard time, don't they?
No, they do. They do give me a hard time, but I had to race today for Tony.
Yes.
Firstly, good luck to Sterling. He's already been riding his bicycle all morning in a race. And a good ride from Tristan. Shame. I think it's his first winner since he had that little accident at Summerfeld. So well ridden, because they had him on the rail. But Tony, oh gosh, our Tony. Tony would turn 80 today. And he always said to all of us, you're going to miss me. And boy, do we miss Tony. And Tony raced this horse in partnership with Sterling. And when he passed, he left all his horses to Sterling. And, of course, that lovely Porsche he left to Sterling. Now I've got to see what I can do to get something left for me.
Ray, before you run away, you've touched on Tony, and he deserves every second of the airtime. And you couldn't believe he was 80. Well, he was 79 when he passed. He looked 59. But your son, I want to touch on Sterling, because that's a man that's passionate. That's a man that puts chunks of cash into the game, and we value him.
Sterling has been passionate about racing for, I can't tell you how long. I think he was 9 and playing bets on my telephone account. I'd come through and I'd hear him saying, hello, 2923-876. I said, what are you up to, Sterling? He said, no, Mom, I'm having a bet. The lady just said I was underage, so I'm coming in the queue again. So from 9 years old, Sterling has been so passionate. And he still is. I mean, it's a lot of time. He puts a lot of time into it. Besides the money, it's the time. He's really the backbone of this yard.
Lovely chatting to you and lovely having you at the races.
Thank you, Warren.
That's it, the Miller family. That's Ray Miller, who's the driving force behind the operation. And yeah, we think fondly of the Tony Janensky and his family. And to you, Sterling, I reiterate exactly what your mom says, because it's not an easy game, this, and you're there tirelessly and you just support in such a big way, and we really appreciate you and all that you do. The soccer is still to be spoken about. There's lots of action. We know about Liverpool, Manchester United. It's on the big screen later. There's lots of snacks, there's lots of drinks, and there's lots of fun to be had. So get your soccer bets on. Have a look at the fields today. You might want to take a couple of doubles and trebles. You know, if you're a Liverpool supporter, you want to take a few of those bets into the racing today and see how it all pans out for you. That's it, race 1. A bit of a long interview, but every second was needed.